Hello everyone, this is a little bit longer video. I did a short because there's a lot of do-it-yourselfers that are pretty advanced. And some people are trying to just figure stuff out and survive in this world. So I'm gonna go a little more in depth on this transmission fluid fill or check and how I'm gonna do this, because this will lay out all the necessary things you'll need in a pretty quick video as well. Just a quick rundown. This is the drain plug at the transmission here. And that's an 8mm like hex socket, 6-point socket hex. You can see that, or Torx, I mean not Torx, but Allen or whatever you want to call it. Now over here is where you fill this thing up, and it is a 10mm Allen or hex 6-sided socket. So the fill procedure of this will be, first I'm going to fill this thing up. This what ended up happening, just a quick rundown, a line had broke off of the original radiator and pumped all the fluid out. So first things first is I'm going to fill this thing up to where I see fluid run out with the engine off. And then I'm going to just kind of lightly thread the plug in there by hand, and then I'm going to start the engine and then run it, put it in gear, and it's going to draw the fluid up in there, and I'm going to have to add more to it, more than likely. Okay, so then while it's running and it's in park, then you're going to fill it up until it drains out, just like you would a differential on a vehicle or a manual transmission. Okay, so how am I going to get the fluid in there? Now, they make special tools that you can pump fluid and all that. That's fine if that's what you do every day, but if you're just doing this for yourself and you only got to do this one thing, the easiest thing that I've found is I will use an old one of these right here. It looks like a colostomy bag, but it just has gear oil in it, and I've got one of these that I keep empty for just little jobs and stuff. It's nice because it's really easy to handle. You can tip it up and you can roll the it just works. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with using a quart bottle. That works too. You can just put a little nipple on the end of it and do the same thing. But this works really well because it gets in tight places. If you're doing something else, you kind of roll, you just have your way with it. The fluid that I'm going to put in this is, I'm going to be using a Valvoline synthetic CVT fluid. It's compatible with the CVT that's in this. I don't know if this transmission is going to work. The guy ran it with it out of fluid a pretty good bit, and he tried to go with it, and so we may have a bad transmission. This is compatible. If I knew this was a good working transmission and that it was going to survive, this is just a regular service, then I would suggest using the Subaru type fluid. But I've got to just see if this thing's going to work. And if it does, then I'll just tell them to run it for a little ways, then we'll service it and put the Subaru fluid back in it. But this will be a lot cheaper option to see what happens. Because that's basically what we're going to do. That's how you fill this transmission, and that's how we're going to do it. Like I said before, a quick rundown. If you want to drain it down at the plug, put that back in, fill this up till you see it run out, crank the motor, leave it in park, then fill it up, and you're ready to go. So I just wanted to run that by you guys. Thank you for watching.